Check it out. Stop making your nutrition, your diet, whatever you want to call it, complicated. It's as simple as just eating protein, carbs, and fat, picking the right lean proteins, the right amount of carbs for your plate. This is where we fail. We're eating too much carbs and too much fat. Your plate should look like this. Every portion should be about a fist. That's the portion that you should be eating. It's as simple as measuring your fist and putting that amount of protein, that amount of carbs, and then fat should be about 2 fingers, about maybe half of fats. That's the measurement. If you do not have a scale, or if you are out there in the road or in any restaurant that you go to, you can make it happen. Stop making it so complicated. Stop trying to split hairs. Like, people, they make it so difficult because they just want more options. They want more of different types of food that, they get confused. They don't know how they cook it. They don't know what they put on it. And that's when you start going over your fats. If you're trying to get rid of fat, you have to pay attention of what you're eating, how much you consuming of fats per day. That's it. It's just a numbers game. It's how much protein, carbs, and fat you should be eating throughout the day. And the easiest way to put it is having 4 to 5 meals split across the day, so you could have that energy throughout the day. Most of us, we feel lazy, we feel tired, we feel sluggish because we have these big portions of meals that you cannot handle. Your body can't handle X amount of carbs. You could eat it, but the body will shut down. Every time I used to eat a big burrito or a hamburger, with fries, and then to top it off, a shake, you'll feel lazy, you feel sleepy, you feel like you ain't trying to do nothing, you're not even trying to think. We keep doing this to our bodies over years and years and years, and that's what causes health issues. That's what causes, being diabetic. Shutting down your insulin. Insulin is one of the strongest hormones in the human body. And what happens is that we end up just depleting it, where now it's not even working with you, it's working against you. So every time that you eat, you start getting just bigger and bigger. The body does not break down all that food, all that junk that you put in one sit down. It's a numbers game. It's about portion control. You need to utilize, this method of just looking at your fist and measuring, okay, this is how much protein I'm gonna eat, this is how much carbs I'm gonna eat, this is how much fat I'm gonna eat. Simple scales, fancy fails. And I keep, you guys trying to be so fancy and too fancy when it comes to eating. You should eat for purpose, not for pleasure. You should eat for fuel, not for pleasure. You should live to eat, not live to eat. If you have these, words up here, these, these quotes up here to remind you of like what we're doing, everybody's, we exceed moderation in everything, and that's human nature. But, when it comes to your health, you got to be smart about it, man. A lot of us are letting ourselves go, and it's totally under your control. It's nobody's fault. It's not the manufacturer. It's not the restaurant. It's not the bakery's fault. It's your fault. Nobody's telling you to eat it. Nobody's forcing you to eat all that food. You need to create that discipline within yourself, that self-love, self-worth. Be that example that you would want to give to your kids or to the people that are around you. Be that lighting guide they need. A lot of us, we're just so much in confusion with what to do, what diet, an emergency outlet. You start getting desperate and you start, making these bad choices and decisions on, I'm going to do this diet because it's quicker. I'm going to do this diet because I heard it loses X amount of weight in X amount of time. You got to think beyond that. You got to be smart about what you're going to do, that approach that you're going to take, and know that this is a lifestyle. Know that this is, has to be sustainable with what your lifestyle's way of living is. A lot of people that I hear, like right away, you take away carbs because you heard that, you're going to lose weight quicker. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. You start taking away nutrients, of course, you're eating less of a macro, which is carbs. That's the source of energy that the body needs to build muscle. Why would you take it away? Why would you even torture yourself for 2 to 3 months and lose X amount of weight and then gain it all back? Because you're going to go back to eating the same way. You're not going to stay not eating carbs. So you start doing shit that's not even sustainable. It's not even your lifestyle. But you do it out of desperation. You do it because you heard somebody, or you were told that that's the quickest way. Stop trying to think that this is overnight results, overnight success, overnight weight loss. This is a journey. This is going to be this is going to take some time. So this is what you guys need to understand. If you guys keep it simple, just eating lean proteins, you know, the amount of consumption that you're eating throughout the day, pay close attention to what you're eating. You know, barbecues that we go to, you always, you know, want to try this, want to try that, just want to get out of control. Be disciplined on that. Focus on that instead of like trying to torture yourself for 3 months on doing something that's not realistic for you and then going back. Just be disciplined on having a structured plan that's going to last a lifetime, that's going to last throughout your whole throughout the whole journey. Because this journey here is just going to be up to you if you're going to make it or not. So you got to make it as sustainable as possible, as realistic as possible. Because like I said, most of you guys fail because you guys want it so fast and so quick that you guys end up doing a lot of these diets or whatever they told you to do, or pills that you guys are always asking me, oh, which one's the best fat burner, or which one's the best cleansing juice to clean your body and detox your body. None of that's going to work. What's going to work is consistency, disciplining yourself to adhere to a nutrition plan that you have, and follow it to a T, and make it a lifestyle. You got to put that in your head. You got to convert your mindset into creating, you know, that lifestyle that you want with the proper nutrition, with the proper workout, so you could benefit from it, and it could be a long success, so you could inspire others, so they could see the changes, and they could see that you know, it's as simple as as knowing how much you should be eating. It's as simple as, you know, being aware of like how much of the garbage you're putting in your system that's not helping you in any way to lose the weight, to get healthier, to get the body that you want. So this is what it all boils down to. You know, you got to pay close attention to what you're doing, so you could get the results and they could last, and you could keep them, instead of like everybody else. They do some and then they end up gaining all the way back because it wasn't even like a realistic or a sustainable approach. Get up, handle business.